Okay, so we go live now. I've been contacted by a reporter from Brussels, from EU Observer, which is the biggest online server in Brussels. So we will see how we go on. And I have already some news that there was some problem with Croatian police today. I will read this later, and also I'm in contact with Nico, who is one of the citizens who went today to Liberland, and he is now reporting me via internet what is the situation on. So we will see how it goes and what happens. Ah, it's calling already.
Hello.
Hello. So,
Jacob, how do you do? Thank you very much for granting this interview. How are things in Liberland? How's it going?
Oh, in fact, I'm in Prague, so I'm not in Liberland.
Jacob, just for starters, do you mind if I record the conversation?
No, I don't mind. And do you mind if I record it as well?
Go for it.
Go for
this
it.
Is because when I'm working for the EU Observer, it's a Brussels newspaper, and
Right.
I am being from Montenegro myself and
Yeah.
from the area.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of exposure to a lot of press about Liberland. I'm very enthusiastic about researching the idea. It seems like a very, very interesting thing, and I really need to speak with somebody like you who's on the ground, you're very much involved in this, right?
It's hard to say who is very much involved because I have stepped in the process just 1 week ago. But anyway, it's still a lot of time because the Liberland is just, let's say, 2 weeks old thing. So probably I've been involved because I'm in Prague, and the president of Liberland was in Prague last week till Monday, and I've been in contact with the staff, with the team of president, and I knew that there will be some landing or settlement today, big thing coming today to Liberland, and that is why I get in contact with some people, and I finally decided to stay in Prague and trying to get information together and broadcast it to the world, Yeah.
You have regular contact with Vicky.
Not directly, because it's difficult to be in contact with him. But I have some contacts here with people who are just on the land. I have a boy named Nico here who just obtained the citizenship today, and he's just writing me on Facebook here that there is massive police force preventing anyone from entering, and I have some video here. So,
right?
Sorry?
Is this the Croatian police or the Serbian police?
It's the Croatian police because.
And they're preventing people from entering the area.
Yeah, he is writing this down on Facebook that Croatian police is massively blocking or preventing people from going to Liberland. The thing is that I have information from or about Serbia because Mr. Jedlička is in good diplomatic contact with Serbian people, Serbian ambassador and so on. And they already declared that they are not interested in this land, and it seems they are giving quite support, or they are open to this idea. Yeah. So the only problem probably which we expected is the Croatian police, and we are just trying to get some information from there.
So I know that the government has released a statement that is pretty much dismissive of the whole idea of Liberland, but obviously they've been adamant today about stopping people. Can you tell me the numbers? How many people do you think? Do you have any confirmation of the number of people that wanted to come to Liberland?
I will try to ask Nico because he's there right now, so we will see if he'll answer. But the information was that in the beginning it was only a few people coming from Czech Republic, like 10 or 20 people that we knew about. That's 2 or 3 days ago. But finally, on Thursday, I guess, on Wednesday evening, we released official information about this happening and about the first Liberty Day, which is on the 1st May today. And he announced that the first people who will come to Liberland today, the first 100 people, will obtain citizenship automatically.
Are you a citizen of Liberland?
Sorry?
Have you obtained citizenship?
Me? No, because I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm in Prague, and I'm not that much interested in being citizen. Or this is not the important thing now because there's some administrative. But the thing is that once he announced this, many people, for example, this Nico is from Switzerland or whatever, and there are people from Switzerland who just jumped into the cars and went all the night just to get to Liberland today. So I expect there's something like 80 or 100 people at least. Here we have a photo with 30 people with Víti Jedlička in the afternoon. So I guess it's probably at least 100 people there. It's my idea.
And can you tell me, so you are in contact with some people that are right now in Liberland, right?
Yeah, because I enjoyed it. Yeah. I mean, just now in contact with some people who are there. Yeah.
And do you can you tell me that these sources are they telling you, other than the fact that the Croatian police has blocked them today when they're trying to come, is the Croatian police still guarding the sort of the area? Is it still blocking it?
Probably yes, because Nico just wrote us right now that police is blocking it, and it's not a new thing. That it's already was happening before, because the Nico is a guy from Switzerland who went there a few weeks ago or a few days ago, and he had some videos how the Croatian police hunted them, and most of them were sentenced into the police. So this is the same situation, and this will probably last like a standard for at least several days, or we will see what happens, because now they are at the police probably, and who knows what's going on next. What's the next step? We will see.
So you're saying that based on the information that you have, the Croatian police has been consistently.
Yeah. It seems like the Croatian police consistently is preventing anybody going to Liberland. Yeah. Even I have just released.
It's for 1 day, right?
Sorry, not only for 1 day. No. It is not only for today or 1 day. It has been consistently for at least a week or two. Yeah. So.
Okay. So do your the people that you're in contact with, they're actually in Liberland right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether do you know with certainty how many people are at the moment present in this area? Perhaps 100 or something? Do you know with certainty? Or?
I don't know this with certainty, yeah, but I know that at least from Czech Republic there is at least 30 or 40 people, because I've been in the preparation team, in the logistic, yeah. So I know that we sent some technique from Czech Republic, that there were some at least 2 or 3 cars full of people, and there were some boats prepared for shifting on the Danube to get to Liberland, not because of the Croatian police.
With the logistics.
Sorry?
So you're saying that before this thing went public, you were engaged with this of preparing it. Can you tell me a bit more about that? How long was this process? What did it?
Yeah, I can tell you only my personal experience, because I get some info about Liberland last week, and because I'm from Prague, and this presidential team is settled in Prague, of course. So I contacted the team, the office, and I had such an idea because I'm a biker, I have a motorbike, so I had the idea that because they were saying that they are planning some audience to President of Czech Republic, Miloš Zeman, so I had a naive idea that we will put few bikers together and we will make we will accompany Mr. President to this audience. Yeah, this was my idea. So I contacted the Prague office. They invited me and they told me that they are very interested in some help. Maybe bikers going to Liberland to help with the logistic and other thing and so on. So I was jumping into the middle of the preparations and spent few days with preparing how things will go on, while the other members of the team were doing the diplomatic notas and so on, because they were very high and very overloaded with all the things, with all the administrative. They are putting together the law and the constitution. They are trying to get diplomatic notas to every single state in the world and so on. So there's only very few people working on this. So this is what my experience.
You were personally involved in this team that was doing the logistical preparations for what is the exact event? So not the attempted meeting of Liberland's president with the Czech president, but the other event of actually coming to Liberland and celebrating. You were involved in that.
Yeah, I was in the team in the house or in the flag where it was prepared, and finally I had an idea that maybe it's not that important for me to go down to Liberland and see what's happening there, but I had an idea that if something like this is going to happen, you need something like PR or media or some media channel to give enough information to the world what's happening. Yeah, and as you know, so there was not much time to talk about this, to prepare this. So I just stayed in Prague and trying to put all the information together and trying to make a channel, media channel, to get information from Liberland and to the world. This is what I try now.
So your information is based on the contacts that you have with people that are right now in Liberland.
Yeah, exactly. You can if you look at our Facebook page or directly to my YouTube account, there should be already the video which was sent to us yesterday evening, which is showing the team of people who were preparing this landing to Liberland, and they are on a boat. They go to Liberland and they are stopped by Croatian police. It was quite peaceful, but you have the original footage there now online. You can see it, yeah. And I'm in contact with some of these people still and trying to get information from them, yeah. So.
Do you have any pictures? Do you have any pictures that you have not released on your YouTube channel, perhaps, that you might be interested in sharing with me, and then I would see whether they can be published in the article that I'm writing.
What kind of pictures you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, if you have any pictures with, for instance, with the Croatian police, that is the thing, or with any sort of pictures that might be relevant, or perhaps is it okay that I mean, do you give me the permission to use the pictures that you have on your website?
Probably yes. I will give you the permission because this is the idea of Liberland, that there should not be no restrictions and other things. So the first thing is the openness, yeah, and also I think that this idea needs to be published and spread all around the world. I have some new very short videos, just 7 seconds, from Nico, who shoots some footage with the interaction with police. I haven't seen it yet, but as soon as I will see it, I will put it to internet or send it to you, and you can use it for sure. Yeah, I think this can help very much to not only to Liberland but also to our TV, that we will we will somehow be noticed in the world, or in big media. And this is exactly what I'm trying to do right now, and it's very unprofessional because I'm not a reporter. I'm not. I don't have any studio. I have just a garage and the webcam, So, but the thing is that I'm an insider. I have some info from the people that are just there, and also I'm in Prague, so I can be quite good. I can have quite good contacts with Vít and his team. So that's the reason why I started this, and maybe few days later we will professionalize a bit. So we will see.
Just to clear this up, you're involved and you're in communication either through Facebook or through direct communication with a lot of people that are also involved with the sort of project of Liberland.
Yeah. Because this is.
Can you tell me a bit of the sentiment that you see when you guys are talking about? You must be talking about your plans, about your. How do you think that this situation that you're having right now with
it is very difficult because the main sentiment was that all the people were sleeping only very few hours, so they were very tired, and they had a big deal, so because this is a big coordination, big plan to get people to Liberland, and it was happening only like in 5 days. So let's say that the sentiment is like that we are in fact not organized well. There is not any commander or anybody who would say this is the plan and we go this. There is.
You haven't received any sort of concrete, a plan of,
In fact, this is like a very voluntary activities. So the team is asking everybody to join the activities, to help, to go there, to bring something, and who is willing to join and who is willing to help. You can join, you can go there, you can do anything. I just had the idea of having some TV or some work with the media thing, and it was 2 or 3 days ago, and the rest of the team just told me, yeah, this is a great thing, great idea, because nobody now is ready to care about media. So it would be nice to have somebody who will just get all the information from media, from the world, what was written about Liberland, all the videos from the world, and maybe possibly to help to communicate from our team, from Mr. President, what's going on. So they just told me, yeah, this is a great idea, you can do it, and I just started doing this and asking them for giving me some support, giving me videos, informations, and they try to send me whatever is possible. But I believe that they have now still, they are somewhere in the woods on Liberland, and probably they don't care that much about media now. Yeah, they have some problems with the police there, and we will see what happens. But I believe they have video footage, they have everything, and we can interview them, we can put the videos together, and we can release it so everybody can use it.
On that one point, so to your knowledge, from your correspondence with all of these people and your involvement in it, you're not aware of there being any sort of concrete plan how to deal with this situation with the Croatian police because I've heard some plans of people to come and start building and start cleaning up and so on, but it seems like this situation with the Croatian police not allowing you to come into the area, it seems like that is something that you have to sort out
Sure. The thing is, I have just received just technical info. Yeah? I have just received information from Nico, who is just right there, saying that it's something like 30 people there, in fact. So it's not 100 as I expected. So it's something like 30 people there, and it seems that they are in a restaurant on the Serbian side of Danube. Yeah. I have the exact place where they probably are. So they are in an area where Croatian police is not offending. So this is the technical information.
You cannot come into the area right now, so like none of these people can actually come into the area of Liberland.
He wrote before that the police is heavily preventing people of going there. So probably
at the moment nobody is in the area.
I can try. Nobody at Liberland. Only restaurant. Yeah, I will ask. We will see what we get. But back to your question. You had the question about the plan, about if there's a plan how to cope with the police. Yeah, how to get. In fact, there was no exactly any plan. I think that the main plan was that everybody knew that Croatian police will try to prevent entering Liberland, mainly because this is a restricted area where you cannot get by cars because it's the natural reservation. Yeah. So the basic plan was to get some boats.
This is a sort of a natural protected area, right?
This is a sort of natural protected area, so it's quite legal that there are some borders, and you cannot go there by cars or by motorbikes. Yeah, but shouldn't be problem to go there by walk. And the plan was to get some boats to Danube, to the river, and get to Liberland on boats, because the Danube is an international way, yeah, and you should be able to go on Danube. But probably I think that we probably expected the thing that the police will act, and he wanted to try how they really will act, and I think that he really was prepared for the thing that probably the police will be in there and not allow people there, because as we were talking about the bikers going there and doing some kind of security or protection to the people going there to Liberland, we always sorry.
Just clarify, you were planning to assemble.
Yeah, no, this was my idea, that we could form a group of bikers, motorbikers, who would.
And you would confront the police.
Sorry.
You would. So the idea was to assemble a sort of militia that would confront police.
No, not really militia. I just wanted to have a group of people who will be somehow organized and go with others. Yeah, and we always talk about the thing that we will not use any violence, we will not have any weapons, and if the police is involved, that only passive resistance would be used, which means just to lay down on the ground and let the police take you to the car, or to the police station, or to the jail, or wherever. So this was exactly the plan, and it seems like that this happened. And I think that this should happen, because now this was official entering to Liberland, and the Croatian police was acting. So this is something that will be very interesting for the world media, I guess. Yeah, and probably this was the basic plan, because this was expected, and Wojtek and his team always said, we will not have a military or police or whatever, we will not fight, we will go to court. Yeah, so if anything happens, if they will not let us go there, we will go to court and we will win this. Yeah, so they are prepared to go to the justice.
So people in Liberland are they're contemplating going to court instead of this passive resistance that you were talking.
This is they just use the passive resistance, which means okay, I go with you to police station, and afterwards we go to court, and we will see if we are right or not. This is basically the plan.
Well, I'm just curious, generally, and this is, I mean, I don't have much time, so yeah. This just a sort of question, because you seem to be very enthusiastic about the idea. You seem to have talked with a lot of people that are very enthusiastic. Could you tell me, how are you guys contemplating these challenges of saying you'd probably have to reach some sort of agreement with both Serbia and Croatia. You'd probably have to, if this is a restricted area, then there's a high chance that you wouldn't be able to build any sort of houses, because it's like a natural reservoir. And then with the taxes thing, with the
this is about the idea and about the, let's say, self-confidence, yeah. And I realized that Wojtek Jedlička, he really is not doing this as a joke or protest or whatever. Yeah, it's very rational, practical step, and he didn't just came to this place and say, this is my state, Liberland, and we will have happening here. No, this was a probably quite long process. He spent probably at least 1 or 2 years looking for good location and studying how the state could be established.
But I mean, just like one of the challenges that are quite obvious, for instance, is that if you don't get recognition from Serbia and Croatia, which these things take a lot of time, especially with the Balkans. I mean, you're not going to count on like recognition in the first couple years. So I mean, do you think that you can make a sustainable economy in the sense that if you open a business, there's gonna be police coming, because this is, I mean. Does it seem that Mr. Jedlička doesn't have a sort of like a very concrete, specific plan that he sort of hasn't really worked out the details? No, I'm not.
I think the plan is quite clear, yeah. But what is surprising, yeah, that it's not like Niger any diplomacy before establishing this state of Liberland. And even he doesn't want to fight for it with violence, with arms, and so it's not rebellion, it's not protest. It's a very practical thing. He just has the idea that it is possible to establish a new state. It should be possible, or it is possible according to the information he has. It is possible on this land, yeah. And he did everything to establish a state peacefully and legally, yeah. And of course, it can take months or years before or until this is solved somehow, and until you can practically get there and build something. Yeah, this is probably very very true thing. Yeah, but it's not very new. Yeah, I'm from Czech Republic, and I know that for example when the Second World War was here in Europe, we have our exile government in London, so it's for several years. So it's a quite standard thing that you are not allowed to stay in your own country. It's not the first.
So from what I've heard, Vitya Glitchka and his fiance, they want to move as soon as possible. They want to perhaps build a house or renovate this one house that is already there. They want to move to Liberland. Do you know personally of any other people that are so enthusiastic as that they actually want to move there as soon as possible? Or is it just a sort of like a long-term plan?
You know, yeah. Yeah, we are no most of the people just we know virtually, not personally, because they are from different places. But there are very serious activities. Not only people who would like to live in Liberland, but mainly people forming some investors or investment activities. Yeah, so there's a group of people from Switzerland who has a concrete investment plan and is putting money together and concrete plan how to invest in Liberland. And I have contact with other people who just think, oh yeah, I will go there and invest and do this and this for the people of Liberland and so on. So, and the thing is that people with money are interested in this idea and are ready to support this idea, go there and invest. And if they are not allowed to go there, they will just support the official government until the Liberland will just be recognized as a sovereign state.
Jakob, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, Jakob. Just in Czech, it's Jakub. Yeah.
First, can I quote any or all of the content of our conversations, or do you want to be anonymous?
No, I don't. I don't want to be anonymous. It's not necessary because I think that even it's quite hectic. I can. I didn't say anything bad about anybody, so you can quote it. This is just how the things are going, and
or
it's okay.
Can I get your full name?
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell it. Perhaps you could just type it down.
Yeah, for sure. I just have to find the right button where to write it.
Or perhaps if you know, when I quote you, perhaps you can put your occupation too if you want, but just the full name will suffice. You're from Prague, from Czech Republic, and
I'm from Prague, from Czech Republic. I've been doing some consultancy training, managerial trainings, and I'm involved in several business projects. You know, and I'm interested in all the new businesses, startups, and new activities, innovations, and so on. So, for example, Uber was coming to Prague last year, so I was involved in this, or I'm involved in this, and this is another project for me to be involved because it's very interesting, and I see a potential in this. So, I can write you a full name. Maybe. There is some info about me. Yeah, I will write it to the conversation.
Just type it down, and I'll be glad to share it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this interview. I have to run, but
sure.
I will send you a link as soon as the article is published.
That's great. So let's do it. Thank you.
Liberland, eh?
Yeah, thank you very much. Bye.
Okay.
Ciao. Bye.